What impact does Trump's shadow over the Federal Reserve have on financial policy? Trump's influence prompts caution in the Fed's decisions, potentially delaying rate changes and influencing market confidence. Why is HSBC winding down M&A and ECM capabilities in the UK, Europe, and Americas? This is a cost-cutting measure to focus on more profitable areas and adapt to changing market demands. What are the expectations for Apollo Commercial Real Estate Finance's quarterly earnings? Analysts anticipate moderate growth driven by stable real estate demand despite interest rate fluctuations. How is the demand for startup finance sustaining entrepreneurial drive in the UK? It indicates a strong entrepreneurial culture, with fintech playing a significant role in simplifying funding access. What advantages does EastNet's managed Swift service on AWS Cloud offer? It enhances financial messaging security and scalability while reducing operational costs. Why is the embedded finance market projected to reach $700.1 billion by 2033? The growth is driven by increasing integration of financial services into non-financial platforms. What factors led to Geo Financial Services' positive trading surge today? Market optimism following strategic business announcements and strong performance metrics. How is JBR Capital enhancing luxury vehicle offerings through new initiatives? By introducing tailored financing options and personalized customer services for high-value vehicles. What lessons can be drawn from positive trading surge today? Strong quarterly performance and favorable market conditions for financial services. What does Cred's involvement in India's digital currency project signify? It shows fintech's growing role in government-led digital financial initiatives. Why are penny stocks like Hochschild Mining facing significant market corrections? Declining earnings and market sentiment often lead to reevaluations by investors. How is AI regulation shaping banks and insurers' strategies in the UK? Firms are investing in compliance frameworks to adapt to emerging regulations while leveraging AI for growth. What are the expectations from Budget 2025 regarding tax cuts and MSME incentives? The government may focus on economic stimulus by offering tax relief and easier credit access for MSMEs. How is open banking evolving in Jordan with FinTech Galaxy's approval? This move enables innovative financial services, promoting competition and customer-centric solutions. Is Banco Santander's stock crossing the 50-day moving average a good selling point? It depends on individual investment goals. Consult technical and fundamental analysis before deciding. What is driving Bajaj Finance's positive momentum today? Optimism around earnings growth and strong consumer demand in financial products. How can Bill Holdings stock position it as a bull of the day? Its robust growth and innovation in payment processing make it an attractive investment. Why are MSMEs pushing for easier credit access in Budget 2025? Limited credit hampers growth. Government support could unlock their full potential. How does the Philippines Euro Sustainability Bond reflect their financial strategy? It diversifies funding sources while aligning with global sustainability goals. What led to RBI's insolvency action against Avium India Housing Finance? Possible regulatory violations or financial instability within the institution. How is credit card usage growing in India to finance consumption needs? Increased consumer confidence and easier credit access drive this trend. What strategies can businesses use to mitigate the impact of rising interest rates on loans? Refinancing, locking fixed rates, and managing debt-to-income ratios are effective approaches. What explains the resilience of microfinance institutions in urban poverty reduction? Targeted financial services empower small businesses and households in low-income areas. How is Metro Bank leveraging partnerships like Lumia Community for growth? By improving customer engagement and fostering community-driven financial solutions. What challenges does Rex's finance face as it competes with Dogecoin in 2025? Establishing market credibility and addressing regulatory scrutiny are key hurdles. How is Dogecoin's cultural impact influencing its mainstream financial adoption? Its meme-driven popularity fosters a loyal community, driving use in niche markets. What does the generational wealth transfer in the Middle East mean for financial planning? A shift in asset management priorities will create new opportunities in wealth advisory services. How does NatWest use AI to identify and support vulnerable customers? AI analyzes data patterns to detect at-risk individuals, enabling tailored financial solutions. What opportunities does the crypto space hold in 2025 for altcoins like Rex's Finance? Innovative features and early adoption in niche markets could drive exponential growth. Why are fintech and AI collaborations like Intellect Design and Coforge transformative? They combine expertise to deliver cutting-edge financial solutions at scale. What is the significance of the UAE's partnership with CIPS for procurement and supply? It introduces global best practices and boosts transparency in government procurement. How does Dynamic Planner's financial personality insights improve client relationships? By providing personalized financial advice aligned with individual risk preferences. What factors contribute to Axis Max Life's success with women-centric benefits? Understanding and addressing specific needs boosts trust and long-term customer loyalty. Why are sustainability bonds important for emerging markets like the Philippines? They attract global investment while supporting eco-friendly development projects. How does AI reshape client interactions in the financial sector? AI-driven insights allow for personalized, efficient, and proactive customer service. Why do used car dealers remain unaffected by ongoing finance crises? Stable demand and innovative financing options maintain their market position. What can businesses learn from Virgin Wine's share buyback and waiver request? Share buybacks can boost investor confidence, while waivers address immediate financial needs. What makes Pepe Coin a standout cryptocurrency in the digital finance landscape? Its playful branding combined with practical use cases attracts a diverse audience. Why is interest rate management critical for MSME survival during economic slowdowns? Lower rates reduce financial strain, enabling them to invest and sustain operations. How are generational wealth transfers reshaping global asset management strategies? They highlight the need for innovative solutions to cater to younger, tech-savvy investors. How does the cautious approach of the Federal Reserve reflect the current economic conditions? The Fed's caution signals concerns about balancing inflation control with economic growth, ensuring stability without triggering a recession. Why is HSBC winding down its M&A and ECM capabilities in certain regions? HSBC is focusing on streamlining operations to optimize resource allocation and profitability in key markets. What insights can we expect from Apollo Commercial Real Estate Finance's quarterly earnings? Insights may include trends in real estate lending, interest rate impacts, and the company's strategic adjustments to market conditions. What does the demand for startup finance in the UK reveal about entrepreneurial trends? It highlights sustained entrepreneurial drive, supported by innovations and investor confidence despite economic uncertainties. Why is EastNet's launching a managed Swift service on AWS Cloud significant? It enhances transaction security and efficiency, catering to the growing demand for cloud-based financial solutions. How is embedded finance shaping the global financial market? Embedded finance integrates financial services into non-financial platforms, creating a seamless user experience and driving market growth. What led to Geo Financial Services' positive trading surge today? Investor optimism regarding the company's future potential in digital and retail finance drove the positive momentum. How is JBR Capital enhancing luxury vehicle offerings through new initiatives? By refining loan options and tailoring financial solutions to cater to high-net-worth individuals and luxury car enthusiasts. What is the significance of Fannie Mae's digital transformation for investors? It marks a shift towards innovation, improving operational efficiency and potentially enhancing investor confidence in FNMA. Why are MPS shares declining despite Mediobanca's ongoing discussions? Uncertainty surrounding strategic decisions and market reactions to the bid's implications may have caused the decline. How is Amazon's stock performance influenced by Covia Finance's recent sale? While minor, such sales may signal investor sentiment shifts, impacting short-term market perceptions of the stock. What can businesses learn from Pleo entering the treasury space? The move underscores the need for financial agility, emphasizing efficient cash management in dynamic market conditions. Why are shares of Manapuram Finance experiencing a positive surge? Likely driven by strong earnings performance, positive market sentiment, or broader sectoral growth. How does Cred's involvement in India's digital currency project impact the fintech landscape? It solidifies Cred's role as an innovator, aligning with India's push towards a cashless economy. What are January 2025 standout penny stocks, and why are they noteworthy? These stocks show potential due to favorable fundamentals, market trends, or innovative business models? Why is Indian Railway Finance Corporation seeing positive trading momentum today? Likely due to strong financial results, strategic initiatives, or favorable government policies in infrastructure. How does DeepSeek trigger an AI rethink amid the tech sell-off subsiding? DeepSeek's advancements showcase AI's potential to solve complex problems, boosting confidence in tech innovation. What is driving Shriram Finance's positive trading momentum? Market optimism about its performance, supported by favorable financial metrics or sectoral trends. How are banks and insurers adapting to emerging AI regulations in the UK? They are investing in compliance tools, training, and strategic partnerships to ensure adherence while leveraging AI's benefits. Will Budget 2025 include tax cuts for salaried employees and MSME incentives? While not confirmed, such measures align with growth-focused fiscal policies aimed at boosting disposable income and SME development. What does FinTech Galaxy's approval to test open banking in Jordan signify? It represents a step towards financial innovation, enhancing competition and customer-centric services in the region. Is Banco Santander's stock crossing the 50-day moving average a sell signal? It depends on broader market trends, technical analysis, and individual investment goals. What is behind Bajaj Finance's trading momentum today? Positive earnings results, growth prospects, or broader economic trends in India's financial sector? What makes Bill Holdings the bull of the day? Strong financial performance, market-leading solutions, or favorable industry conditions likely earned it this recognition. Why are MSMEs emphasizing easy credit access from financial institutions in Budget 2025? Easy credit is vital for growth, ensuring liquidity and operational stability in challenging economic times. What is the impact of the Philippines' first Euro sustainability bond? It demonstrates a commitment to sustainable finance, attracting ESG-focused investors and promoting green initiatives. Why did the RBI place Avium India Housing Finance under insolvency? Likely due to financial mismanagement, regulatory noncompliance, or liquidity challenges. How is rising credit card usage in India impacting financial consumption patterns? It indicates increased consumer spending, driven by accessibility and evolving financial habits. What are the implications of interest rate changes on business loans? Higher rates increase borrowing costs, while strategies like refinancing or hedging can mitigate impacts. Why are NBFCs like BizLoan attracting significant funding? Their focus on underserved markets and innovative credit solutions make them appealing to investors. How can businesses mitigate the effects of cyclical economic slowdowns? Diversification, cost management, and strategic planning can help businesses remain resilient. What does the Union Budget 2025 mean for the life insurance sector? Potential tax incentives and policy changes could boost investment and consumer demand. Why is Dogecoin's rise significant in the context of mainstream finance? Its cultural impact and adoption signal growing recognition of cryptocurrencies in traditional financial systems. How is Bitcoin redefining global finance? By enabling decentralized, borderless transactions and serving as a hedge against traditional financial instability. What challenges accompany the transfer of generational wealth in the Middle East? Complex family structures, regulatory hurdles, and wealth preservation strategies require careful planning. How are NatWest's AI investments aiding vulnerable customers? By enhancing personalized support and early intervention mechanisms to address financial difficulties. What drives Rex's Finance's explosive growth potential in 2025? Innovative features, strong market positioning, and investor confidence contribute to its forecasted success. How are cryptocurrencies shaping the future of finance? They are driving innovation in payments, investments, and asset management through decentralization and transparency. What does Dynamic Planner's new financial personality insights offer to clients? Improved understanding of client needs and preferences, enabling tailored financial advice. How is the UAE Ministry of Finance enhancing procurement practices? Through initiatives like the CIPS partnership, which promotes efficiency and transparency in supply chain management. Why are sustainability bonds gaining traction globally? They address environmental challenges while offering competitive returns to socially conscious investors. What is the significance of the Federal Reserve's cautious approach amidst Trump's shadow? The Federal Reserve's cautious stance reflects the lingering impact of Trump-era fiscal policies and regulatory changes, affecting monetary strategies and market stability. Why is HSBC winding down its M&A and ECM capabilities in Europe and the Americas? HSBC aims to refocus on its core markets and streamline operations, prioritizing Asia and digital banking innovations. What should investors expect from Apollo Commercial Real Estate Finance's quarterly earnings? Investors should anticipate insights on interest rate impacts, asset performance, and forward guidance in the real estate sector. Why is the demand for startup finance in the UK increasing? The growing entrepreneurial drive and advancements in fintech are fueling demand for accessible funding options for startups. How does EastNet's managed Swift service on AWS cloud benefit businesses? It offers enhanced security, scalability, and cost efficiency for global financial transactions. What factors contribute to the projected $700.1 billion valuation of the embedded finance market by 2033? Factors include increased digital adoption, rising fintech collaborations, and consumer demand for seamless financial services. What led to the positive trading surge in Geo Financial Services shares today? Market optimism about the company's strategic investments and financial performance drove the surge. What initiatives has JBR Capital introduced to enhance luxury vehicle offerings? JBR Capital has launched tailored financing solutions and enhanced customer experience for luxury car enthusiasts. How is Fannie Mae's digital transformation affecting FNMA stock performance? The digital shift is expected to improve operational efficiency and investor confidence, positively influencing stock valuation. Why did Mediobanca's board meet to discuss a bid for MPS? The discussion likely revolved around strategic consolidation in the Italian banking sector to enhance competitiveness. What does Covia Finance's sale of Amazon shares indicate about its investment strategy? The sale may reflect profit-taking or portfolio diversification to manage risk and optimize returns. Why is the Longevity Investors Lunch in Davos significant? It highlights the growing interest in longevity research, healthcare innovation, and sustainable investment opportunities. How will Plio's entry into the Treasury space address UK businesses' financial agility? Plio aims to streamline cash flow management and offer more flexible financial solutions to businesses. What factors contributed to Manipuram Finance's positive trading performance today? Strong earnings expectations and positive market sentiment likely drove the stock's performance. Why is CRED joining the Indian Central Bank's digital currency project important? It signifies fintech's pivotal role in shaping digital currency adoption and financial inclusion in India. Which January 2025 penny stocks are worth watching? Stocks with strong fundamentals, innovative business models, and growth potential are key considerations. What led to the positive trading surge in Indian Railway Finance Corporation shares today? Optimism around infrastructure development and robust financial performance likely fueled the surge. How does AI regulation impact banks and insurers in the UK? It drives adaptation to ensure compliance while leveraging AI's potential to improve services and risk management. What tax reforms are expected in India's Union Budget 2025? Expectations include tax cuts for salaried individuals and incentives for MSMEs to boost economic growth. Why is the Philippines' Euro Sustainability Bond issuance notable? It demonstrates the country's commitment to sustainable development and diversifying funding sources. What prompted the RBI's insolvency action against Avium India Housing Finance? Financial irregularities or inability to meet regulatory compliance could be key factors. How does NatWest's AI initiative support vulnerable customers? AI tools enable proactive identification of customer needs and tailored financial assistance. Why is Dogecoin's rise significant for finance? Its evolution from a meme coin to a mainstream asset highlights the growing cultural and financial impact of cryptocurrencies. What strategies can mitigate the impact of interest rates on business loans? Businesses can opt for fixed-rate loans, refinance at lower rates, and improve cash flow management. Why are credit card usage rates growing in India? Increased consumer spending and greater access to credit drive the rise in credit card usage. How does AI reshape global financial transformations? AI enhances decision-making, risk assessment, and operational efficiency in financial institutions. What does BlackRock's view on the economic slowdown as cyclical imply? It suggests confidence in a natural recovery driven by market corrections and policy interventions. How does generational wealth transfer in the Middle East impact global finance? It opens opportunities for wealth management firms and influences investment trends globally. What challenges do NBFCs face in reducing urban poverty? Limited funding, regulatory hurdles, and lack of innovative financial products are significant challenges. Why is Metro Bank's partnership with Lumia Community noteworthy? It reflects a strategic move to expand its digital footprint and customer engagement. How do interest rate trends affect Motilal Oswal Financial Services? Rising rates could pressure margins, while a stable economy may bolster investment services. Why is Union Budget 2025 crucial for the life insurance sector? Policy reforms and incentives could enhance insurance penetration and sector growth. How does Dogecoin's competition with Rex's Finance impact the crypto market? It fosters innovation and increased investor interest in diverse crypto projects. What does the increase in Zimmerman's CFO role signify for Molten Ventures? It reflects a focus on strategic financial planning to drive growth. How is the UAE's partnership with CIPS for procurement and supply groundbreaking? It enhances transparency, efficiency, and global competitiveness in procurement practices. Why is Dynamic Planner's launch of Financial Personality Insights important? It aids in understanding client behavior, improving financial advice and customer satisfaction. What benefits do Axis Max Life's women-centric insurance products offer? They address specific needs like maternity benefits and health coverage for women. How does the crypto market shape the future of global finance? It introduces decentralized, transparent, and accessible financial systems with reduced intermediaries. What makes RCO Finance a standout investment for 2025? Innovative features and strong growth potential position it as a promising financial asset. How is the UAE Ministry of Finance's initiative fostering innovation? It combines education and technology to advance financial practices and economic development. What led to the decline in Somdat Finance's market performance? Market volatility and sector-specific challenges could be contributing factors. Why is Peppercoin gaining attention in digital finance? Its playful branding and innovative use cases attract a diverse range of investors. How does Intellect Design's partnership with Coforge transform finance? It leverages tech-driven solutions to enhance efficiency and global reach. Ripple has acquired 2 new licenses recently. What are these licenses, and how will they impact the cryptocurrency market? Ripple recently acquired key licenses that expand its financial service capabilities, strengthening its position in the global payments ecosystem and increasing adoption of XRP. What caused XRP's price to soar 300% recently? The surge is driven by Trump's political buzz and Ripple's strategic meetings, sparking renewed investor confidence in XRP's potential. Why is Dubai's approval of XRP significant? Dubai's approval enables XRP to be used for international money transfers, fostering greater blockchain adoption and cross-border payment efficiency. What does the launch of Grayscale's Solana ETF mean for investors? This ETF provides investors exposure to Solana, highlighting institutional interest and potentially driving more capital into the ecosystem. How does KuCoin's $297 million settlement affect its future operations? The settlement with the DOJ marks a new chapter of compliance and positions KuCoin to build trust and expand its presence. What's the significance of CoinShares filing for a spot Litecoin ETF? It could pave the way for mainstream investment in Litecoin, enhancing its liquidity and market credibility. What factors caused Bitcoin to cross the $103,000 mark recently? Bitcoin's momentum is fueled by increased adoption, corporate purchases, and optimistic regulatory developments. Why is XRP rebounding due to whale accumulation? Large investors, whales, buying XRP signal confidence in its future growth, driving up its value. What is the importance of USD coin in the cryptocurrency market? USD coin is a stable coin, providing stability in the volatile crypto market and facilitating seamless transactions. Why is Ripple's green initiative significant for cryptocurrency? Ripple's commitment to sustainability aligns with global ESG goals, boosting its reputation and adoption among eco-conscious users. What caused Dogecoin's recent dip below 31 cents? The dip is attributed to broader market corrections and reduced hype around meme coins. What impact does Trump's pro-crypto stance have on SHIB and Doge? It sparks optimism, as pro-crypto policies could increase mainstream adoption and institutional interest. Why is Ethereum considered one of the top cryptocurrencies to own in 2025? Its robust ecosystem, smart contract capabilities, and consistent development make it a strong contender for long-term growth. What is Ripple Rulust stablecoin, and how does it integrate with XRP? Rulust is Ripple's stablecoin, designed to complement XRP's functionality in global payments by providing price stability. How does Tether support the cryptocurrency market? Tether acts as a stable trading pair, mitigating risks during market volatility and enabling seamless entry into crypto markets. What's the significance of XRP's $10,000 price prediction? While speculative, such predictions drive investor attention and emphasize XRP's potential for long-term growth. Why is Lightchain AI gaining attention in 2025? Its innovative use of AI in blockchain positions it as a leading project in the evolving crypto space. What lessons can be learned from FTX's downfall? FTX's collapse underscores the importance of transparency, regulation, and responsible management in cryptocurrency exchanges. Why is Dogecoin still popular despite its fluctuating market value? Its strong community, celebrity endorsements, and utility in microtransactions sustain its relevance. What makes Remitix a promising cryptocurrency for 2025? Its focus on remittance solutions and global payments could disrupt traditional systems and capture significant market share. Why is Mark Cuban considered influential in the crypto space? Cuban's investments and public advocacy for blockchain technology drive mainstream acceptance and innovation. What's the outlook for XRP's ETF launch? The ETF could attract institutional investors, increasing liquidity and validating XRP's market relevance. How has Bitcoin maintained its digital gold status? Its limited supply, decentralized nature, and role as a hedge against inflation solidify its reputation. What does the rise of meme coins like Pepe Coin indicate about the market? It reflects the influence of community-driven projects and speculative trading in the crypto ecosystem. Why is Binance Coin recommended for long-term investment? Its utility within the Binance ecosystem and deflationary mechanisms ensure consistent demand and growth potential. What are the potential rewards of investing in OneFuel compared to Shiba Inu? OneFuel's utility and innovative approach position it for sustained growth, while Shiba Inu relies heavily on community hype. How does Trump's meme coin impact the crypto market? It has driven a surge in crypto-related Google searches, highlighting public interest in political and meme-based tokens. What role does XRP play in international trade? XRP's fast and cost-effective cross-border payment capabilities make it ideal for facilitating global commerce. What's driving corporate Bitcoin purchases in 2025? Companies view Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset and inflation hedge, contributing to its adoption. How does Cardano's approach differ from Ethereum's? Cardano emphasizes a scientific, peer-reviewed methodology, aiming for scalability and sustainability. What challenges does Tether face despite its dominance? Regulatory scrutiny and transparency concerns remain significant challenges for Tether's long-term growth. Why is Oklahoma proposing Bitcoin paychecks? This initiative aims to promote crypto adoption by integrating it into daily financial systems. What makes XRP's sustainability efforts unique? Ripple's eco-friendly blockchain approach aligns with environmental goals, setting it apart from energy-intensive cryptocurrencies. How does Roblox plan to deliver an 880% ROI by 2025? Its innovative features and market niche attract significant investor interest, driving growth projections. What is XRP's future with increased centralization criticism? Ripple's efforts to address these concerns could bolster investor confidence and market acceptance. Why is the XRP ETF pivotal for Ripple's future? It could catalyze broader institutional adoption, solidifying XRP's role in mainstream finance. How does Ripple aim to shape global trade? By combining blockchain technology with strategic partnerships, Ripple seeks to revolutionize international money transfers. What's driving the resurgence of XRP, XLM, and ADA? Market optimism, strategic developments, and increased adoption contribute to their growth. Why is Bitcoin Cash considered a strong market contender? Its focus on scalability and low transaction fees make it attractive for everyday use. What's the significance of Trump's re-election for crypto markets? Pro-crypto policies could foster regulatory clarity and boost market confidence. What caused Kikius Maximus tokens crash? Elon Musk's withdrawal from the project led to a loss of community trust and market interest. How does tokenized real estate work? Cryptocurrency like Bitcoin enables fractional ownership of real estate, increasing accessibility for investors. What are the advantages of blockchain in remittances? Blockchain reduces costs, speeds up transactions, and eliminates intermediaries in cross-border payments. What's driving optimism in Bitcoin's regulatory future? Emerging regulations and corporate interests strengthen Bitcoin's legitimacy in traditional markets. Why are egg prices expected to remain high throughout 2025? Egg prices are projected to stay high due to ongoing inflation, avian flu outbreaks, and disruptions in the supply chain, affecting both production and distribution. What factors are contributing to the high egg prices? The main contributing factors include the avian flu epidemic, which caused a reduction in egg-laying hens, and persistent inflation pressures. Will egg prices continue to rise in 2025? Yes, the combination of continued inflation and ongoing supply disruptions is expected to keep egg prices elevated for much of the year. What impact is the avian flu having on egg prices? The avian flu has led to a significant loss of egg-laying hens, reducing supply and pushing prices higher. Why is the cost of eggs higher compared to previous years? Egg prices are higher due to factors such as the avian flu, inflationary pressures on feed and transportation costs, and the general rise in agricultural production costs. What is the outlook for egg prices in the near future? Egg prices are expected to remain high well into 2025, with little relief in sight due to continued inflation and supply chain challenges. How does inflation affect egg prices? Inflation increases the costs of production, transportation, and feed, which all contribute to higher egg prices. How has inflation affected other grocery items? Inflation has caused a rise in the prices of many grocery items, including dairy products, meats, and vegetables, in addition to eggs. How will the interest rate hike affect the economy? Interest rate hikes are expected to slow down inflation by making borrowing more expensive, but they also risk impacting economic growth and consumer spending. What is the role of the Federal Reserve in controlling inflation? The Federal Reserve raises interest rates to reduce inflationary pressure by discouraging borrowing and slowing down the economy. Will there be a reduction in interest rates soon? Despite pressures, interest rate cuts are unlikely to occur soon, as the Fed continues to focus on managing inflation. How does the Fed's decision to pause rate cuts affect the economy? A pause in rate cuts suggests the Fed is taking a cautious approach to avoid worsening inflation, which could impact consumer spending and economic growth. Why are prices in Japan also rising? Japan's corporate service inflation is increasing, signaling broader price pressures in the economy due to labor and production cost increases. What impact does reshoring have on the U.S. economy? Reshoring, the process of bringing manufacturing back to the U.S., could increase job opportunities, but may require significant capital investment and changes in industrial policy. What does DeepSeek's influence mean for the AI industry? DeepSeek is disrupting the AI industry by challenging the narrative of needing more funding and control, raising questions about the industry's growth strategies. Why is China's economy struggling? China's economy is facing challenges due to manufacturing contraction and a slowdown in economic activity ahead of the New Year holiday. What impact does China's economic slowdown have on global markets? China's slowdown can affect global markets, especially in Asia, as its demand for goods and services decreases, leading to potential disruptions in trade and investment flows. Why is there concern about a wave of corporate bankruptcies in Russia? Russian government advisors have warned of a looming wave of corporate bankruptcies due to economic instability, exacerbated by sanctions and the ongoing war in Ukraine. How has the war in Ukraine affected Russia's economy? The war in Ukraine has led to significant economic difficulties for Russia, including international sanctions and disruptions to trade and production. What is Mexico's export performance in 2024? Mexico's exports surpassed expectations, generating over $600 billion in revenue, signaling strong growth in the economy. How does Mexico's trade surplus impact its economy? Mexico's trade surplus indicates that the country is exporting more than it imports, contributing positively to its GDP and economic stability. What is the U.S. outlook for reshoring of industries? Reshoring in the U.S. is gaining traction as companies look to bring back manufacturing jobs, although it presents challenges in terms of capital investment and policy support. Why are U.S. lawmakers concerned about DeepSeek? DeepSeek is testing the limits of American trade restrictions, raising concerns among lawmakers about its potential to bypass regulations and impact U.S. economic interests. What is the impact of rising grocery prices on consumers? Rising grocery prices are placing a strain on consumer budgets, with many people feeling the effects of higher food costs at supermarkets. What is the Federal Reserve's approach to Trump's economic policies? The Federal Reserve is considering the impact of Trump's economic policies on inflation and interest rates, likely affecting future decisions regarding monetary policy. What does the future hold for Trump's inflation control efforts? Trump's push to lower food prices and manage inflation may take time, with experts predicting gradual improvements rather than immediate relief for consumers. How is the U.S. economy adjusting to rising corporate service inflation? The rise in corporate service inflation in the U.S. is putting additional pressure on businesses, potentially leading to higher costs for consumers and slowing economic growth. How are inflation and interest rate policies affecting housing? Inflation and interest rate policies are influencing the housing market, with higher rates making home buying more expensive, thereby slowing the housing market's growth. What factors are driving the high cost of groceries? Higher transportation and labor costs, along with inflation, are driving the rising cost of groceries, leading to higher prices at supermarkets across the U.S. Why are U.S. consumers facing challenges with high grocery bills? Inflation, higher labor and transportation costs, and supply chain disruptions are causing food prices to rise, challenging consumers' budgets. What does a rise in service inflation indicate for the economy? Rising service inflation suggests that businesses are facing higher costs for services, which may be passed on to consumers, further fueling inflationary pressures. What is the significance of Mexico's export growth in 2024? Mexico's export growth signals strong international demand for its products, which contributes positively to its economy and supports job creation in key industries. What are the long-term implications of Trump's economic policies on inflation? Trump's policies may lead to gradual decreases in inflation over time, but challenges like the high cost of goods may persist in the near term. How is Japan's corporate inflation affecting its economic outlook? Japan's corporate inflation points to rising costs across industries, potentially weakening consumer demand and impacting overall economic performance in the country. What does the Fed's cautious stance on rate cuts mean for the economy? The Fed's cautious stance on rate cuts suggests a focus on controlling inflation, but this may lead to slower economic growth and increased uncertainty for businesses and consumers. How is the global economy reacting to China's slowing growth? China's slowing growth is having a ripple effect on global markets, particularly in Asia, as lower demand from China impacts exports and supply chains worldwide. What impact is China's slowing economy having on commodity firms? Chinese commodities firms are experiencing significant challenges due to the slowing economy, with a major downturn in demand affecting their business operations. How has unemployment changed in the U.S. recently? Unemployment in the U.S. has risen to 4.1%, which matches the national average rate. What effect might Trump's tariffs have on consumer prices in the short term? Experts predict that Trump's tariffs could increase consumer prices in the short term, potentially leading to higher costs for a range of goods. What is the current state of the Mexican peso in light of Trump's tariff announcements? The Mexican peso has fallen after Trump announced tariffs on Colombian goods, signaling concerns in the market. How is Scheinbaum responding to the uncertainty around Trump's policies? Scheinbaum's strategy, known as Plan Mexico, aims to attract investment and bolster Mexico's economic position despite uncertainties related to Trump's tariffs. What are the concerns surrounding U.S. consumer sentiment? Consumer sentiment in the U.S. has declined due to concerns about rising unemployment and inflation. What does the U.S. Consumer Sentiment Index indicate? The U.S. Consumer Sentiment Index has dipped by 4%, reflecting growing anxiety about unemployment and inflation. How is cruise travel expected to perform in 2025? Cruise travel is projected to grow slower in 2025, according to industry forecasts, with fewer Americans opting for cruise vacations. How has Galveston, Texas, positioned itself as a leading cruise port? Galveston has become one of North America's top cruise ports, benefiting from increased passenger traffic and regional development. What is the forecast for emerging markets amidst Trump's tariff threats? Emerging market investors are focusing on frontier assets that could be shielded from the potential impacts of Trump's tariffs. How have currency markets reacted to softening tariff threats? Emerging market currencies experienced a relief rally as the threat of Trump's tariff softened, helping to stabilize some currencies. What economic challenges is Russia currently facing? Russia is grappling with a potential economic meltdown, with major bankruptcies looming and the country's economy at a critical juncture. What measures is Mexico taking to enhance regional economic integration? Mexico has introduced nearshoring incentives to boost regional integration and attract foreign investment, amid growing uncertainties. What was the recent growth in China's foreign investment? China's non-financial outbound direct investment, ODI, rose by 10.5%, reaching $144 billion, reflecting stable foreign investment. How is Argentina responding to its economic crisis? Argentina has received a huge endorsement for President Javier Milei's shock therapy, aimed at stabilizing the economy amidst severe inflation. Can China challenge the dominance of the US dollar? There is growing speculation that China may attempt to challenge the US dollar's dominance in global markets, especially in light of recent economic shifts. What role did government spending play in rising prices? The rising prices are not primarily due to government spending or the Federal Reserve printing money, according to economic analysis. What major economic development is planned for Virginia? Virginia Governor Youngkin and Avila are set to announce a major economic development initiative aimed at enhancing the state's economic growth. What is the forecast for inventory demand in early 2025? Current inventory levels suggest that demand will not be a major concern in the early part of 2025, with steady supply expected. Which zip codes in Orlando are economically unstable? Recent reports have identified the most economically unstable zip codes in Orlando, highlighting areas with significant financial challenges. How is Canada's retail market performing? Canada's retail sales are seeing a boost, especially from strong car sales, reflecting the effectiveness of lower interest rates in stimulating consumer spending. How are retail sales performing in Canada's economy? Retail sales in Canada showed positive signs, particularly from automobile sales, indicating a boost in consumer spending. How is the Canadian dollar reacting to the economy? The Canadian dollar has received a boost from stronger-than-expected retail sales, which are helping to stabilize the currency. How has Thailand responded to its economic challenges? Thailand has handed out $890 million to the elderly as part of a wider strategy to stimulate the economy and provide financial support. What is the outlook for Bangladesh's economy? Bangladesh's economy is under pressure, grappling with high interest payments and a growing financial deficit, which may hinder growth. How is Pakistan planning to grow its economy by 2035? The World Bank has projected that Pakistan could become a $1 trillion economy by 2035, contingent on significant investment and economic reforms. What does the World Bank say about Pakistan's growth potential? The World Bank has urged Pakistan to double its investment to unlock growth potential and achieve a 7% growth rate. How does the Indian economy rely on external debt? Bangladesh's economy is increasingly dependent on debt, particularly for financing its annual development program, ADP, which is almost entirely debt-dependent. What is the impact of Trump's presidency on UK interest rates? Trump's economic policies are expected to have a major impact on UK interest rates, potentially leading to higher borrowing costs. How are rising mortgage costs affecting country markets? Rising mortgage costs are creating uncertainty in country markets, according to analysts, as homebuyers and investors face increasing financial pressure. What outdated financial myths are harming people's finances? People continue to hold onto outdated financial myths that could hurt their financial well-being, according to a recent analysis. How will the Trump economy affect the middle class? The middle class may struggle to afford everyday items under Trump's economic policies, which could lead to higher costs for essential goods. What is the current outlook for housing prices? Housing prices are startling consumers, with inflation fears and market volatility contributing to a more uncertain real estate landscape. What are the economic impacts of Trump's tariffs on Mexico? Trump's tariffs on Mexican goods are expected to create major disruptions in the economy, affecting trade and raising consumer prices in both countries. How is the global economic outlook shaping for 2025? The global economic outlook for 2025 shows slower growth in certain sectors, particularly in cruise travel and international trade. How are emerging market currencies performing amid global economic uncertainty? Emerging market currencies have shown some resilience, with a relief rally due to the softening of Trump's tariff threats, offering some stability. What is the economic situation in Russia following the war? Russia's economy is in crisis, with major bankruptcies expected as the country continues to fund its war efforts, leading to severe financial instability. How is the economic relationship between China and Europe evolving? China is adopting a more pragmatic stance toward Europe, with a focus on enhancing foreign investment and economic cooperation despite global uncertainties. What impact will Trump's policies have on coffee prices in America? Trump's policies could lead to higher coffee prices in the U.S. as a result of increased tariffs on Colombian imports, as mentioned by AOC. This could worsen inflation. What is the significance of the February rate cut for Australia? The February rate cut in Australia will be influenced by the quarterly CPI, which could determine whether the Reserve Bank of Australia moves to lower rates, impacting the economy. How are working Americans coping with rising inflation? With inflation continuing, many working Americans are turning to food banks to meet their needs as the cost of living rises. What is the economic outlook for Saudi Arabia in 2025? Saudi Arabia is expected to see steady growth in its non-oil economy, positioning itself as a strong economic force by 2025. How is China managing its economic deflation? China is grappling with deflation, lowering its price goals to adjust to the current economic challenges, marking a shift in their economic strategy. Why is inflation continuing to affect Canada's financial stability? Over half of Canadians are feeling financially paralyzed as inflation remains high, contributing to economic stress for individuals across the country. What are the effects of deflation in China? Deflation in China is creating economic challenges, as lower prices reflect a weaker demand for goods and services, potentially slowing growth. What are the challenges for India's economy in 2025? India faces challenges like a growing elderly population and issues with education and employment, which could impact its future economic trajectory. How is the UK economy performing under Labour's leadership? There is rising dissatisfaction in the UK, with many blaming the Labour Party for the current economic downturn and poor economic performance. What are the current inflation trends in Ghana? Ghana is experiencing elevated inflation pressures, and despite a rate pause, there are still concerns regarding economic stability. How are food prices affecting the UK economy? Food prices in the UK have risen significantly, and this could influence decisions by the Bank of England on future rate hikes. What has led to a potential recession in Jamaica? Jamaica is facing economic downturn pressures, with signs pointing toward a technical recession due to the rising cost of living and inflationary challenges. How will the inflation battle by the Fed affect Americans? The Federal Reserve's efforts to tackle inflation are pushing many working Americans toward food banks as they struggle with the rising cost of living. What is the key to Saudi Arabia's future economic success? Saudi Arabia's future economic success relies on leveraging its non-oil economy, as emphasized by its economic ministers at the World Economic Forum. How is inflation affecting Canadian families? Inflation is leading to financial paralysis for many Canadians, as they are struggling to manage rising living costs and meet basic needs. What could be the long-term economic impact of China's deflation? China's deflationary cycle could harm economic growth by reducing consumer spending, which is a key driver of the economy. How is the economic situation in India expected to evolve by 2025? India's economic future is uncertain due to challenges like unemployment and the need for education reforms to harness the potential of its large youth population. What are the economic risks for the UK in 2025? The UK faces risks of a prolonged economic downturn, with rising inflation and poor performance by the Labour government affecting public sentiment. How will the electricity tariff changes in France affect consumers in February 2025? In February 2025, changes in electricity tariffs in France are expected to affect consumer prices, as reductions are planned for specific categories of contracts. What is the outlook for Pakistan's economy in FY25? Pakistan is easing its foreign debt repayment for FY25, which, along with a rate cut, provides some economic relief amid high inflation pressures. What is the effect of UK food pricing